working with a plant. Right? Here what's going on. I having a problem. You know that I appreciate the good work that the UNC they've done in the 5 years that they come in office, Sandy. But I having a problem with them now. I'm feeling like the citizens now is the opposition. The citizens, are you hearing this opposition at all, man? Them are coming out, if them open them out a little bit, you know the people, how all your program running, people supporting, all your people jumping up with all your people getting on board with all you. Why they don't come on your morning in the program?
Who, the opposition?
Yeah.
On many occasions, we had
Miss Camilla to come and talk to the people and them and say, how come when the shoes was in the other foot, Heinz, this one, that one, would have tell the opposition that they would have see a march that is unprecedented. And this and that, Camilla need to get up and start to stand up with you people, you know. People getting fed up in this place. And next quick thing I want to run with you. You notice it have a thing called Hunters Search and Rescue. You seen them people, them a lot on, they finding people and thing when they go missing and thing. You realize that?
Yes.
How come these people, this Hunters Search and Rescue, this thing that only come around when this young girl, I can't remember she name, boy. And they had the vigilante thing for the little girl who was working in the government office. This thing that only come around then with a fella named Hardgrounds and thing. But how come now I only seen everything is Hunter Search and Rescue Hunter, so police are finding nobody again? Every time you see a body, they find a body, they think is Hunter Search and Rescue. Police stop finding people.
You know, I had observed that. I had observed that.
Yes, but that is it. When that child, the Andre Barra child, lost her life, innocent child, lost her life in this country, the hard ground search and rescue thing, they volunteer and think to go looking and all kind of thing. But after that Andre Barrett issue, this Hunter Search and Rescue, and it led by Valance, what is the man named Valance something boy? You look it up, and you will see. And these, so the police are looking for nobody. What come out of the meeting that it had Monday with all the head of state and thing meet with the prime minister and thing to discuss crime and thing? What come out of that? Nothing. What going on in this place? What it is going on? Like the devil walking in Trinidad or what? 15 or 18 murders over a weekend, and today, this morning, is business as usual. It's business as usual. 15 people lost their life in this country. We had a problem some years ago. The opposition not supporting the anti-gang legislation, and Willie, come on, the opposition support the anti-gang legislation some years ago, and what did it change? What did it change in this nation? Mr. Prime Minister, I cannot call you honorable. I cannot use that word before your name. But Mr. Prime Minister, you should fire yourself. Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, you do a thing where, the police, we have muscle. We strengthen our back. We this and we that. For what? Just to go to the bank and collect a paycheck? This is what is going on, like people doing the job just to get a paycheck. But you know who had to pay the cake for it? You see them people who driving the motor car on the road? Man, come out now, man. Come out and share ticket, man. Share ticket. Like the police, them now working on commission. Anyhow, Mad Max locked on and listening. Mad Max always support your program. But I feel I had to plant a balize tree in front of my house and crime wouldn't come knocking like the police, them now working on commission. Have a pleasant one. Anyhow, Mad Max locked on and listening. Mad Max always support your program. But I feel I had to plant a balize tree in front of my house and crime wouldn't come knocking at my door. Have a pleasant one.
Oh boy.
The Ground Room with Mikey K, Andy Williams.
Nice, so let's stick to the SUs and people are doing well. Let's go. Morning caller. Oh boy.
And we have to stay focused, you know.
Nice, so let's stick to the SUs and people are doing well.
And Silver Fox.
Let's go.
Tobago is a paradise.
Morning caller.
Today. I ask the question. Good morning again. What about the youths in Tobago? And the we are still focus, you know. But I want to more concern what our leaders doing in Tobago is a paradise to the leaders. I ask the question. What about the youths in Tobago? The next answer. Don't vote for the PNM. So I will leave Miss Santa Cruz on them and make them put the foot. Because the undertone is race. The undertone and people listening,
But
what they
avoid
say.
calling anybody name. You make your point, and as she and all they say, who catch the flea or who garden the falling, but don't call nobody name. But you go ahead.
No problem.
Yeah, don't call nobody name at all.
No problem. But Linda Mack call my name and
and Silver Fox. All right. Yeah.
Right.
But she didn't.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem, Andy.
Yeah.
No problem. But I want to tell you, the them undertone will make the East-West corridor go back to the PNM. Like what they do in 2020 with the racist things. You see now, back in the days, you hear the story about Tobago, that if you go to Tobago and the rub is Obia, long time people used to be afraid. The little parlor now in the village getting robbed. And you are telling me, Lyndon Ma and Silver Fox ain't concerned about that? They're concerned about Kingsley? You are telling me today all kind of things on the boat without being searched. Lyndon Ma and Silver Fox, they go get. It's so disgusting. And you know why? Because them up there only like we boy and they like we girl. They pretending to like Chinese. No, you know. Because if any Chinese buy, I want to tell Lyndon Mark and Silver Fox why all over the years when the UNC put up candidate, now the UNC stop because I campaign for that. Now the UNC stop put candidate in Tobago because why? Only over there only vote for we boy. We feel like Washington could come. We feel like Fali could come. You think any Chinese could form a political party and come into Tobago? We reject them. So don't come to try to be more intelligent. I don't ever try to be intelligent on the radio. I think try to be what
oh boy.
So
you're really breaking up. Kenzie, you're breaking up back.
Don't me cuss out. Me not afraid to meet them inside the cruise right there.
You're breaking up bad, no Kenzie. Real bad.
You know, Andy. Because I want to tell them that me not afraid. If they want to cuss out, Andy, because meat means sour,
right? But
and
still,
the most nastiest cuss out they ever want.
But still, remember, I have to host the day. Remember, this is not a 91.9 FM program, and remember, we always hold a standard when it comes to our program and people getting personal and
I agree.
Yeah.
And Kingsley cannot be the topic on the program. I make my contribution, or you call in and make what think of on your mind. Do not make me the topic, okay? Because these people who I am not vying for office. Ole is not vying for office. I am calling out the people who vying for office. Okay? So do not make Kingsley, because if you make Kingsley the topic, I will have to come to the response of my name. Right? You don't make the topic. And everybody know I come on national radio and say that it was a mistake, that what we was mistake, because Andy, today When the African American come on the stage there Monday day in the Republican caucus meeting day, right? And the convention, sorry, right? And she say for over the years she was blind by the Democrat, right? An African lady. She was blind. But her father, as an African, tried to tell her, hey, he support Trump, go and do the research, go and know who's the man, before you call Trump racist, before you say he's a Freemason, before you say he never helped African schools in America. And when she went and do the research, she realized, and I tell this country that I was misled by Dr. Rowdy and them, and in 2015, when the PNM get in power, I come on national radio and tell the mother of the nation and the UNC it was a mistake I make. I say that. So all want to come back. And then what Kenzie, yes, and if I see her doing wrong today, I go crush you out again. We the hell wrong with you. What the hell wrong with you?
Thank you very much, Kingsley.
It's getting heated, boy. It's getting heated in here. It's getting heated.
With Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
LENNOX SMITH.
Yes, indeed. Finally.
Direct now, eh?
Yes, direct. Finally.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was
My body
tremendous.
lines are lit up.
Yes.
People have their contributions that they will want to make.
All right. Yes. I have been listening. And I've been listening attentively. And of course, some recriminations, some, of course, tit for tat scenarios, but all in the good spirit, not only of the democratic process of allowing people to vent and people have varying views. But what I thought was very commendable, we were able, of course, to make certain that there are no personality attacks and so on, because at the end of the day, we all are Trinbagonians, so we all have an interest in Trinidad and Tobago, and we all have to maybe having different ideas and maybe charting different courses, but there's one ultimate destiny, and that is for the greater good of Trinidad and Tobago, and in this particular case, the elimination of the PNM.
Yeah. Well, watches this morning, two Tobagonian brothers.
Yes.
They have Kingsley. I ain't gonna lie. Lyndon Mark and Silver Fox.
And Silver Fox, yes. He was stridently in the corner of the UNC and its leader and its leadership. Of course, and that's Tobago. Whilst, of course, Kingsley is attempting to say that that is a non-argument, because if a Trinidadian citizen goes across there, even though he or she is citizen of Trinidad, is a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, the likelihood that they would be subjected to what is called xenophobia will be of course will be meted out to that individual, meaning that the Tobagonians are so tribal that that person from Trinidad will have a hell of a time. But the democratic process is one that does not prevent someone from doing that. That is a fact, and the fact that the UNC has not ventured doesn't mean that they can't venture. They have the option, and the option that they took was to, of course, have Tobagonians manage their affairs, and then in the governance process, they will come together and then, of course, deliver to Trinidad and Tobago in the way that they have done between 2010 and 2015. That is the surmising that I would, of course, conclude with those arguments.
Nice. Yeah, well, let me just take this call. Caller, pleasant good morning to you, and all. Let's keep focus. What's on our front burner? What's the topic? Let's keep focus. That's all. But again, you have a view as an individual. Go ahead, caller.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Trinidad Tobago. Good morning. Good morning, Lennox and Andy and Mikey. So I noticed the Cosa Nostra has come full circle. because Rowley and the PNM have this country in an absolute mess. The place is a mess. The place has become so evil. You understand? The only thing that we can hear is Kamala, but it's Rowley. The problem is Rowley, and let me tell you something, Mr. Kingsley.
Bang, bang, bang. The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and LENNOX Smith.
Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution in the Ground Report this morning?
Andy, I just want to clear something up for the public so that we don't get any form of miscommunication, all right? And I heard the caller made some statements. Let me just share this. He is right about the sentiments of Tobagoans feeling a way that, some maybe one or two Trinidadians coming up to control, okay? But here is the reality. We have a Tobagonian who is a prime minister and he's still not doing a good job, okay? We have had history whereby we have seen two prime ministers from Tobago who have led the country. And it should be noted directly that unlike this gentleman, I don't ever just talk, I walk the walk, yeah? I have literally been from Charlottesville to Icarcus. I can't see the same for this gentleman, right? When we talk about the avenue of trying to make things work, and the crime situation is out of control, because number one, we have a problem with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, we have a problem with the judiciary, the judicial process in Trinidad and Tobago is atrocious, okay? Of course, there are people who are not going to directly, they don't want any betterment for the country, etc. But we're talking about a management problem. When you look in 39 constituencies in Trinidad and Tobago,
yeah, when you look in 39 constituencies,
cannot, and they are not.
Wow.
And they are not.
You're breaking up in all the number.
And the I don't know if I'm getting around.
Yes.
Sorry. Right, I got a little lag there. I'm not sure if it was an internet connection. So I'm literally just saying that we have a management problem where the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is not patrolling the nation as they're supposed to. It is only because of a surge in crime, where Ayla said directly, we're going to make certain goals, realize that the goals were too high, they had to cut down, they had to do this, they had to do that. All of a sudden, you're seeing what you call crime symposiums all over the country. Let me share this to you, Andy. Under Gary Griffith, and I want to call the man name online. Under Gary Griffith, we called for a crime symposium in Tobago, realizing that there was a surge in crime. We gave the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service certain recommendations. 5 years later, we are here again in Trinidad and Tobago in 2024 under a new police commissioner, and the same recommendations we gave to them literally in 2017, 2018, 2019. They are still going back to the table to discuss this thing. So when this gentleman is talking about crime is out of surge in Trinidad and Tobago, let me let him know directly. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard directly that is not patrolling the borders the way the nation is supposed to be patrolled. We are paying $5 to how much billion in national security. Ask Mr. Kingsley how much time the Coast Guard is taking the time to patrol the borders the way the borders are supposed to be patrolled, so that the guns and the ammunition are not going to find its way to our shores. I don't just come to talk tit for tat politics. When we're talking about looking at the international issues and the national issues, we can say to you right now that the government of Trinidad and Tobago under Keith Christopher Rowley right now has poorly managed this country's affairs as it relates to national security. We have Fitzgerald Hines there, and you want to remove this man for God's sake, I don't know. He is just a national failure. Finally, let me also say this to you as I leave and allow your other callers to speak. We are over 104 crimes in 10 years. It is over 4,006 deaths And you hear what I'm saying to you? And we are not going to realize that we need to change the approach of managing the resources if we are going to deal with crime from the apprehension level. Criminals could go and commit crimes now and they know they could get away because the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is not on the road when they are supposed to be on the road. That is the hardcore facts. So this have nothing to do with persons wanting to represent from Trinidad, or this have nothing to do with that. We are dealing with national security, and if tax-paying dollars are being spent to say we deserve to have the measure of protection, then let us protect them. Now we're realizing what's going on. It is your opposition who is saying, give citizens the chance to fight, to have a fighting chance. And every time she goes to speak on behalf of the citizens, you have the ones on them who they trying to directly dissuade from what the woman is trying to do. Why? We are not getting the fighting chance that we are supposed to get, and it is wrong. I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much.
Well, well, Andy, it is clear that what Kingsley did was broaden the argument, and of course, naturally would have been the kind of responses that we have one of which we have just heard, where, of course, I think very poignant that a Tobagonian is head of the affairs of Trinidad and Tobago today as Prime Minister. And here is a Tobagonian that is criticizing his performance and his attitude towards the performance, quite apart from being able to deliver. And I think this is very interesting. And this bring, of course, Kingsley started with a very narrow position in that, listen, the opposition is not doing well, and his position is that it is insufficient, and he has gone as boldly as he did. I mean, that takes some belly to say that they will not win the elections. Of course, I am of a different view, in fact, a contrary view. In spite of his position that he may perceive them not doing well, the fact of the matter is that they are doing well enough to win at least a 21 seat. But I anticipate, with all things being equal, something in the vicinity of 27 seats. But go ahead.
All right. Yes. Hold on. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. This is Silver Fox again.
Tobago in the house again, boy. Whoa, like there's a Tobago program now, boy. Go ahead.
Let me say something. It's Trinidad and Tobago. What affects one affects all. We are a twin island, in the sun. And when we look at it from a point of view, crime is out of hand. Just now we can't bury people because we will not no space to bury people. And this is the things we have to be studying about. We have to study about getting this man out of office politically before even 2025. We have to get together and do that. Miss Kamala is trying her best. What more we want her to do? Everything is Miss Kamala. But I just saw me call this morning, and I didn't call no foul. And that foul pick it up already, and it gone straight down the belly. I don't understand that. I never call her name. I just sit down to go people too early on morning. Right? We only talking about crime and crime and crime. What you want and tell me who are the criminals? Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much, Silver Fox.
And very interesting, very interesting. But when you raise the point about we're out of space for dead people, to bury people, I wanted him to be a little more secretive, because it may be an opportunity for a cabinet minister to start, of course, bringing in all kinds of equipment and so on for cremation purposes. You never can tell. So, Silver Fox, keep your ideas, because the way how this government does depend and capitalize and parasite on opportunities that may be available. You never could tell that somebody from the cabinet may well be starting to making arrangements to import cremation equipment to set up cremation sites, having regard to what you have said.
Oh boy. So again, the lines are open and everyone can call. The lines are very busy.
Yes, indeed.
You could leave a voicemail.
Oh boy.
I want to.
Hey,
I want to commend. I want.
Jeffrey, I'm trying to get in contact with you, man. I need to get in contact with you.
Yeah, that's Workers Union, Andy. Andy Workers Union. Yeah. They are doing a tremendous job. Of course, they have of course assisted us on the platform. Of course, you can go to
Workers Union platform.
Yeah, Workers Union platform, and you will see both YouTube and Facebook, as well as of course Corridor. We are up as well. I had to close down the whole system to get back up in order to communicate. You know, that is a work in progress, and of course every serious journey, the longest journey in fact, begins with a single step. And of course, what is life if we don't have challenges for which we have to overcome? And these are some of the technological overcoming that is necessary, having regard to the way how we have been plunging into this situation. But we are responding appropriately, and I think we are growing from strength to strength. Monday was a different day. Sunday was a different day, and with each coming day and each day completed, we are growing stronger and stronger. So no bad breeze blow, and as I say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and necessity is clearly the mother of invention.
Nice. So let me say a pleasant good morning. I'm going to say to my boy, you have me smiling this morning, boy.
Oh God, don't worry yourself now. You know we go take it
to a different level.
Yeah, and Andy, like them fellas just smell me. You know, I was in Point yesterday, and I saw a car pull up, but trying to get some corn and to take some of the fresh air and so on.
Feedback here a little bit.
All right.
You go ahead, Jeffers. I want to tell you thanks very much on behalf of the Ground Report, all the listeners, with your assistance. Not only that, with you joining your live on a morning now with the Ground Report program, which will be good because it's a platform there too where many other people that maybe don't really listen to the Ground Report have an opportunity to get to listen and to hear all these various topics that the various people will use when it comes to inform information, where they can make informed decisions. Thanks so much, and we look forward to many other, because I know you will know other strong activists like yourself, where we could organize, and the system here permits, because me and you will talk after the program, it permits where I can put you into the system here, and so long as I go live, your thing will go live one time automatically, where you doing somebody do it on your side, and your platform will go live.
But that was taking place right here, because you would see on this side, I in the studio right now, and come on now, man. Well, that's how the technology reach.
Well, very soon, I'll make sure and get the assistance from Cuff or Newbie, where we can pull you in and a part of the screen too, man.
Yeah, man. That's how it does go. You understand? From everybody who watching the Workers' Rights platform now, go see me saying on next up by Andy right here. We're not really in the same place, but that is where the technology reaching Trinidad and Tobago, and that is what we could do, push the platform further. And Andy, you know, there's always be hitting the issues. You understand? You lead and other people follow. That is the anthem.
But I have not gotten a chance to see it, my friend. But have you been making comments in between on your platform? You know, based on some of the issues raised, or is that is that the format that you would be rolling out moving forward?
Yeah, that's the format that
and Andy tried to stop me because I'm deviating a bit, but I ain't studying I was in Point yesterday, and suddenly you fellas just show up when I was going to buy a corn. It's a good thing I wasn't doing anything wrong. How you fellas how you fellas are all over the place like that, all ubiquitous, boy.
Well, enough, you know, we don't always work together on issues.
Yes.
And I say this is just a bridge going forward, and we are to unify on certain things.
Well, I really put it as like-minded people always will, even though it's by accident, and serendipity, as they say. But always, but people like that, progressive, like-minded, will always gravitate to each other. There is some unseen, some unspoken, some mysterious force that bring people like that together. That is why, of course, you are on the ground report at this point in time, and we are going to be moving forward with a very, what I consider to be progressive relationship that will benefit all and sundry, including, of course, your own platform.
Nice.
All right, well, Andy, I'm going to leave you now and they continue in the background here working.
Yes.
Nice.
And they don't know what's taking place.
Yeah, well, you go give me the numbers when we talk after the program now. Because I have other people that will want us to join, because you know a lot of very strong activists that have platforms, and on the morning the platforms in really we need to network. This is it, a morning network with all these strong major activists that have a platform like yours.
Who would normally be dormant in that period, and so that we can really engage in a synergy, a symbiotic relationship that benefit all and sundry. We can only grow and we can only spread the message, particularly those that are so negative at this point in time, by persons who we know are that negative but would prefer to stay in our faces and reap benefits that are undeserving.
Nice. All right, my brother. So again, thanks so much, Mr. Jeffrey, man. Jeffrey, boy, thanks. Yeah, I'm feeling real good. And as I say, just the rest of help I need for me to organize to get the other strong activists that have their live program and they're strong and have a huge listenership.
Yeah, or the equipment may just be down, or the equipment. And the point I'm making, that at the period that we are on, the equipment may be down, and that is to say they may not be having a live at that point, so they could deploy it now for good reason and to join with us. So therefore we have a reason. They have a reason as well to, of course, utilize their resource at their expense. Of course, let's not waste time with that. But the fact is that it is for a general and greater good.
Nice. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, my brother. Because we are opening lines
then.
now, man.
Yes.
Oh boy. That was Jeffers, man. That boy. Understand, boy. Oh boy. Well, anyhow, all it boy. Look at how many people was calling here now, boy. Real people. And again, messages now from other very strong activists that want to join the platform on the morning with us. Morning caller.
Good morning.
They want to use their platform. Go ahead, caller.
Yes,
Good morning,
all and sundry, including, of course, those abroad.
Boy, I didn't know you're on, you know.
Go.
Trust me.
Yes, man. Norris, we on.
I thought you okay.
Well,
No.
On Real Media. No. On Real Media. We on Real Media and on the Workers' Right platform and on Corridor Transformation. And it will have a lot of more people that will be joining, where we will be very powerful on social media. And this will be
I'll be listening.
This is the main hub.
So what to listen?
So you can get us.
What to look onto?
You can look onto us on Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube. You can get us on Corridor Transformation. Plus you can get us on the Workers' Rights platform. That's my boy Renison Jeffers. And it have many more platforms that will be coming on board that people will be able to get the ground report live. So it's like
okay.
So it's like all small activists that have their following. Everybody is have the little following.
Mobilize together.
Everybody going and join together under one network. So on a morning when it is we start, it's everybody platform will be used.
Yeah, well, that will be a stronger UNC. That is very good.
Nice.
I love that.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's why I was calling to find out.
Yes.
Morning, Mr. Mike.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Share to people. Share. Let them know how they could get the ground report at this point in time.
Yeah, go in and do that. That's why I was calling you since yesterday. I wasn't hearing nobody. I'm going to listen now.
We're not on 104.7 more FM anymore.
Okay, cool.
But we will talk. You'll always call me.
Real Media. Yeah, bless. Yes, okay, Andy.
All right, nice. My brother. Real Media TT, YouTube is down until Friday. So, when that YouTube go up, that's hundreds will be look on YouTube.
Good. That's a good sign. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, blessings. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, my boy Norris. Yes. LENNOX SMITH, it will work. It have to work.
Well, of course,
listen.
I keep saying I think this should be the operating theme. Necessity is the mother of invention, and therefore creativity and all of the other human endowment that makes a human being the dominant species on the planet Earth, and maybe in other worlds that are yet to be explored by human beings. That is what this is all about, and therefore there may be opportunities lost, but we don't see the glass half empty, we see it half full, and therefore it is just a matter of working towards getting the next half of it filled. And this is what this is all about, and we continue, of course, not to harp on the past, and not to generate negativity that would cause the people to be despondent and depressed. No, yes, there will be challenges. Yes, there are going to be difficulties. Yes, people are going to be frustrated. But at the end of the day, all of it, all of us will be rejoicing, saying a job well done, because we were able to achieve our objective. And what is that? To make certain that not only the information reaches every nook and cranny in the country and farther afield, but to generate the change that is required in order for us to live a better life. And this is what this is all about, and the objective thereof. Our democracy must flourish in the way that it was intended and is intended, particularly for future generations.
Oh boy. Let's go to the lines. Morning, caller.
Andy for Grandy.
Nice.
And Grandy for Andy. So welcome everybody to the TGW, the transformation, the corridor, and the ground report, and the workers platform. Welcome. Share it on your, to let everybody know that the log on social media, they will get it on their phones, and YouTube and Facebook. Andy, this is what is needed, and it is answering the prayers. Now, with all the hiccup and all what the PNM is trying to do, I just want to let all the listeners know that we have 19 seats in the UNC. The PNM only had 22. And right now, we're only trying to do all how to see how we can hold on to the Tobago seat to have power. So the mischief makers and the diversions, because just imagine the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, the money drawn on, they try to put it on the books for the Auditor General, the Exim Bank, $500 million US, then the $700 million, and the corruption continues while Trinidad is burning. Not Rome, Trinidad is burning. And you see, we as a people have to unite, share the love amongst the brothers and sisters, and move forward in saving our own selves. Because today, the attitude and mentality of the PNM is not nice. And we all seen what Rowley is about. Is just taking out the wealth of this country for their own personal gains. Trinidad and Tobago, let's unite, because school is going on open just now again, 1 month again, and we have to get school books. And for the new one who going in, over the old ones who came out, have a nice day, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. So all of the lines are open. Let me give you all the numbers. For all of you out there that don't know the numbers to call. And for those of you that on Workers' Rights Platform, if you want to make, and the Corridor Transformation Platform, if you want to make a contribution towards the #1 program, the ground report, you can call 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or you could give us a WhatsApp call, send us a WhatsApp message, voice note, or anything. If it's a shy thing, you do a voice note, you send you WhatsApp voice note, and we will play it when it comes into what's your views, what's on your mind, what is your or a front burner that you would like to talk about? What's supposed to make news that you believe not making news? Whether it's your area flooding out, whether it's the hospital, you're going, you can't get medication, whether you have a surgery and it's pressure. Come on, man, let's join. And to all of you that are listening, I ain't gonna lie, you know, LENNOX SMITH and Jeffers raise my spirit again. I know what I'm telling all you. Yeah, why? It make me go as far now to be able to tell you the people that are locked on. And you all and all know very strong social activists out there that have a platform. Come on. Come on. Think about what I'm telling all you. And many of you knows of people that have a big following. When they go live, it's hundreds of people want to hear what they have to say. Ting, and they have a big following. That is how God does work. When one door, this is the bridge. Remember, a trench was digged. Where the smaller masters that don't have money, not being able to access internet and many other things. Soldiers was left behind. And in order for we to cross that trench, that deep trench, to get back in tune with these soldiers that was left behind, we need your help in this bridge. And how we go do that? For you all to link us, send me numbers and platforms, just like Workers' Rights and many other people that you all know that are very strong and influential out there. I'm going to call them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to tell them, let us all unite, use our strength. Let we the people, show the politicians, show everybody that look, we uniting for one cause, to have a voice, for everybody to have a voice. And everybody to be able to make a decision. So you all, if it is you all have anybody that you all know, influencers, that you all know deserve to make this platform. And when only watching them live, they have real numbers. Give me a call at 366-3053. And if it is activists that have that platform listening, and only hearing for yourself, you all give me a call at 366-3053. 366-3053.
What better way you would want to utilize your capacity to reach and to utilize what you may in downtime not use your facilities so to do. Clearly in the process you'll also be more exposed, and therefore when your turn or your designated or your schedule live, or should I say uploads, whatever it is, certainly we expect that there will be greater viewership and a greater participation. Who knows, we could turn it into, of course, economic opportunity as well, a financial opportunity as well, as some of you may well know, provided by these platforms, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, so all the other platforms that we'll be entering into of necessity. So it's a symbiotic relationship. We will exist for our mutual benefit, but some of the downtime that you have, your program, like me for example, the corridor is scheduled for 8 in the night, but certainly I have deployed during the day from 6 to 9 to of course associate with the Real Media platform and therefore the Ground Report, because both Real Media and Ground Report are synonymous really. But of course we believe that if there is a shortage, or if we can expand, or if we could carry the message further, as I believe you would want to do yourselves, then of course the opportunity is here. So give them that number again, Andy. Give them that number again.
Let me give you all the numbers to all activists, all social media bloggers that have a following. You all have a following. Many of you, when you go live, some of you will be showing real important issues, helping people. Please give me a call, because we will like you all to join the platform on a live on a morning, on the Ground Report, or on Real Media TT. We'll put that whole thing together. So the number to call, 366-3053, 366-3053. So again, the Workers' Right platform, it will be live on Real Media TT on a morning when the ground report is on. The corridor transformation will be live and are live. Both platforms are live right now, and we will be looking for many other powerful activists that have powerful platforms to go live with us on a morning. What we're doing is uniting the masses, the social media going and unite under one umbrella, which will only give us strength. Morning caller, where calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report?
Pleasant morning to the ground report. Good morning to LENNOX SMITH. Good morning to Andy the Pitbull and Michael Kerr. This is the clarion caller, Mr. Tabakit. Pitbull, you with me?
Yes, we are.
I'm calling here to give support to this online platform. Mr. Tabaki, the old clarion caller, is giving his full support. Let me say this. I am now inviting the world to tune in to the greatest talk show program, the Ground Report, LENNOX SMITH program, Mikey K, the Observer, Andy Williams. Look, let me say this. I invite all on sundry. Let me repeat. I invite all on sundry. Come in. Let's unite. Let's come on one platform. So come 2025, we will have that voice. And again, Andy, LENNOX, and Mikey, Mr. Tabakit, the clarion caller, is saying yes to this platform. Listen, guys, I am saying you all remain.
Tabakit,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You see how God does work. You see how God now opening a way where either or the listenership going and grow massive. It now, because of a situation, it now brings all activists that have platforms together under one roof.
Let me say this to you, Andy.
That don't go live on a morning.
Let me say this to you.
Go ahead, my brother.
God works in mysterious ways. And I'll tell you something. There is a old saying. When they believe one door closed, there is many going to open. And what will happen here, the doors is pushed open. And Mr. Tabakit is saying, I endorse this platform because the Ground Report is the most powerful morning program in the world. And the only thing will happen here is from strength to strength. So I want to encourage all activists, look, do not use this program for bacchanal and confusion. Use it to promote, and come 2025, as we lend our support to the political leader, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa, Andy, LENNOX, and Mike. We would sing with one voice, one hymn, as we unite all activists, all platforms, all social media platforms, is to ensure the goal. We have one united front, and Mr. Tabakit is saying, come on, log on, find the Ground Report, find LENNOX, find Mikey. We're ready, we are here, and I say morning to the political leader, the United National Congress, all activists, and those who in life. Share the life, share the life, share the life. Mr. Tabakit in the house. I thank you, brothers. God bless.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and LENNOX SMITH.
Bang, 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 bang.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid.
We must make the government work for the people rather than have the people work to keep a government in place.
You must develop a sense of self-reliance. You must develop a sense of confidence. And you must know and remember your parliamentarians are your servants. and that you are the lords of the land. And so I ask you to put your hand on your heart, every one of you, and shout after me, I am the government.
I am the government.
Louder, I am the government.
You are the government.
I am the government.
We are the government. And we have to always remember that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come, let's go to the lines. The lines are lit up. It's everybody. All of the news are spreading. Don't forget to share. Share the live. Share the live. And again, don't forget to, many of you will know many activists or social media platforms that are powerful, that don't be up and running in the morning. Please give me a call. Send me the number for those special individuals like myself that likes to fight for people, fight for righteousness, do the right thing, wouldn't take bribe, money, and all those kind of things, and really doing the work, because we all want to live better. We all deserve to live better. It's a fact. Where there is a will, there is a way. And with hard work, and each and every one of you out there, we will succeed. Let's go to the lines. Go ahead, Lennox. I wanted to say something. Now, talk in your mic. Now, your mic's sounding very bassy. Whatever you do, undo. Talk in your mic. All right, let me point somebody. It has somebody else I had to call, to get involved in this. And I feel there is them. You don't have to know why I saved the number. I had to save it today. A pleasant good morning to you, my brother.
Blessed morning, Andy and Lennox.
Well, I know you understand what's going on, and as you self are going and call a little later. We had to talk. Let's do this. Let's do this. Everybody under one network. Yeah. It have to happen.
No problem.
Let's do it.
No problem. I real upset this morning, and then I see I taking my time to talk this morning, right?
All right, you go ahead.
Because here where's going. Plenty of we saying we fighting for country, but we fighting for 500 and 300 to change the tongue. Right? And I always tell you when I call this radio station, we don't get no money from nobody. I be calling because I'm upset about the way the country going. Right? And this morning, I think was the last straw. If this country ain't come out after Wybrand say yeah, the breaking news, I don't call radio program. I'm not calling back. I'm not calling back no program. And you know Alan Warner, right?
Yeah, Alan Warner.
Yes, we are very familiar. Yes.
Lennox Smith, I want you to hear this, because we need to do something today. You know Alan Warner was charged for illegal quarrying, right?
Yes,
we know that.
And his son.
Nice.
And his son. Yeah.
Breaking news this morning. Alan Warner is suing the state, 1, and 2, was given a temporary license to operate the quarry. Breaking news this morning.
How? If it is he had a license, you'd have been able to produce it, so the police and the wouldn't have been able to lock you and shut up. So how he just got a license?
You hear what I say? He was given a temporary license after he was charged. I'll send you the article now.
That is what I wanted to get clear. That is what I wanted to get clear. It appears to me, because I say, well, it's only me probably didn't understand what happened, because if May come before July, and if April come before July, and if December last year comes before July, the subsequent to the following year, which is this year, how can he now sue the state because somehow he had an operating license that was given, of course, subsequent to all of those police actions, and still blaming the police? He's claiming that element in the police service has targeted him and want him to crash. I find it very disconcerting. So you are quite right. Go ahead, my friend. I didn't want to interrupt. I wanted to bring that up this morning, but I didn't get the opportunity. But go ahead, my friend. Well done.
Well, let me ask something, my friend. So is it that it fresh, or is it that is a backdated temporary license where you could use now to say, well, he always had that, but he didn't?
No, it was.
No, he got it in July. This year, this month.
After you get charged, they give him
Yes, they give him a temporary license from the Ministry of Energy and Energy Affairs. So now he's suing the state because the police is trying to cripple his business. That is his exact quote.
Yeah.
And every country do not sign up for this one. Andy, don't expect me to call back. Don't expect me to, because people looking for hustle, you know. Because Andy, the only person who have me suffering in silence is the government, you know. Nobody else, you know. Nobody else have me suffering in silence but the government. So if we come out after this one, Andy, I still have my little contracts, you know. I can hush my mouth, you know, Andy. I can hush my mouth, you know. So I'm saying this, and I'm going to call TC in every program this evening and say the same thing. If we sign up for this, don't expect me to call back. I go answer down, hush my mouth, and eat my little small food. Because I sign up against a government who I eating from, small thing. So people who are not seeing what's going on, and we still going through this, I want to blame Tom, Dick, and Harry. If we sign up for this one, Andy, I don't want to hear nothing after that. All right, I go on.
Yeah, that is propaganda blank. Because the police are not stupid. They would have done their investigations as incompetent in some instances as they may be from time to time. But this is a straightforward situation. All you had to do was to produce your license, and all would have been honky-dory. But that didn't happen, and subsequently you got it and still had the audacity to say you're going and sue. That is public that's public relations blank.
Knowing the crime was committed, the law was broken before he got the license. Is it now as he get a license, that charge automatically disappears? I don't know.
Well, the suggestion is miraculously, mysteriously, it appears that would retroactively act in his favor, because that is the tone of the discussion. I thought it was only I was reading it that way, but thank that caller for, of course, engaging in the reality that article projected. But I have to read it again because the timeline is such that everything suggests that is subsequent, post, after the incident or the encounter with the police, that license was issued. Of course, that by itself is an issue as to how and why and because of his association with, of course, the present Prime Minister. Yes, and of course, yes, and the government, and a classic case of nepotism and cronyism simultaneously. Yes.
Let me play some voice notes there a little bit, oh boy.
I just want to know where you guys at now, because I'm not paying you on 104.7 anymore.
All right, I will send you the link one time, Elizabeth, because you ain't going to hear me, so as on that voice note, that is the link, right? So now let me go to our next voice note.
The madman here, right? And the Santa Cruz give me good help. The Santa Cruz give me good help. I want to give me some meal. I get a hammer, I get a saw, I screw, and I'm a cheap. And the guy turned the help again, start my house. And then need up all the border open. Yesterday I still have some million not to do. And the whoever has me in this video program, have a blessed and pleasant day to you, LENNOX SMITH and my ticket, and you be. And the set up plenty of people that control the demand of this house. Because they curious to them, and I know I'll get help. My number is 723-1486. 723-1486. This government is the worst government that ever passed in this country. And I had the people living in bondage. You understand? But Papa God really sweet. Papa God really sweet. And he was really have a blessing and present with everybody. Who can help me?
Hi Andy, good morning. Okay, this is Amy from over. Right now I put on 104.7 radio, but I'm not hearing you on the radio, you know. Only song playing. Because I know I told you I don't listen to you on the radio sometime, because right now I have to just wait for Valerie to put on you all on Facebook or YouTube. Right now I'm hearing you on YouTube or Facebook, I think I own. But besides that, I'm still watching Breaking Down at the same time too. So I try to take in both of you, but really and truly you're not on the radio, because right now I have on my radio on 104.7 on my phone, but I'm not picking you all up at all on radio. And yeah, now here you say you're not on 104.7 again, you're on Real Media TT right now. Okay, listen to the guy who came on there with workers' right or something, right? Sometimes I listen to Lennox and Mikey K, sometimes on the corridor and the something corridor and something with Lennox, sometimes not.
Nice, and you will well be able to get us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube by Friday, Corridor Transformation, Workers' Right platform, and then we'll be able to give you the many other platforms that you could go on and get the ground report on a morning. Okay? Let me go and check out these rest of voice notes.
And there are thousands of such persons who are yet to be fully informed. They simply cannot, they're pinching themselves probably on a daily basis. Can't believe that, of course, this could happen. But transformation, change is inevitable. And this is just one where they have to adapt. People are just connecting boxes, I'm talking about speaker boxes to their smartphones, and they are getting, of course, the ground report, their favorite program, as never before, or as if it was work as normal. Go ahead, Andy.
Nice, oh boy. And on Workers' Right platform, boy, people only thinking, so I had to be sending message the various platforms and they can get ground report in the morning. Nice.
Yes.
So let's see.
Thousands out there, no doubt, are yet to. It's only 3 days. Remember, I told you that this morning. So no one would expect. It has to be a miracle that everybody at the same time will simply adjust and turn on. But 2 weeks, 3 weeks into this new dispensation, one expects that a substantial amount of persons will be on, and it will appear to be business as usual, but with a different twist. That is to say, more and more will come on, and they can, of course, make their presence felt, both in terms of getting on, and there's another benefit to that too, Andy. We would be leading the charge for digital transformation in this country, because people people will have no choice but to, of course, engage the technology. Good morning.
Yes, good morning again to you. Good morning to you, Smith. Andy, there's real elderly people who cannot operate the technology. And I do not know that if we could organize to the GAF team to go around, because that people, we could set it on the phone.
Yes.
That they could, if you understand what I'm saying, that because people like Bellman and them, because Bellman want to get into the program, but in Ottawa with technology. So we really find some way to get on to him and stop your phone. Easy for him to go on the phone and think, because many of the elderly people who not interact with the technology, they will get left behind and they want to listen to the program.
And
that's what we do.
And here we will do it, and it's a very good idea you come there with Kingsley. Very, very good idea, because all our viewership, listenership will know somebody who knows the ground report, and they might be on, and the kid might be do it for them. So that's why we say everybody had to work together. So let me say Hudi, like what's on right now, like Mr. Ramnarayan on there right now. When Mr. Ramnarayan on, if he know a senior citizen, and they have a phone, he could just organize, check that person, go on the phone, let them get YouTube, or let them get Facebook, or let them go on the workers' right platform, you know, so each other help one another. Because what if we to get people to go all over the country to senior citizens, remember, it will be hard. It's people who will know who crying and the one to get onto the ground report, they go call somebody who put them on tape, and that person know how to show them how to get it. And it's very easy. All they do is get a children or the grandchildren to get on the phone.
And everybody know the ground report online right now, because since from Sunday I be getting call, and everybody will come on board. You know, as LENNOX SMITH said, the place it early still. People still waking up and realizing what, hey, this is where we is now, and people getting to adapt it very soon. And two, you know, many it go now, right? Remember internet.
Yeah, the next thing, I know you as a man know a lot of activist influencers out there that when they go live, it's hundreds of people lock onto them. Me and you have to talk. I would like to get in contact with these people, because we'll be paying for something that we can put up to all kind of 20, 25 streams on. So when I click, it's everybody live going at the same time under one thing. And their people will get the message.
That is a good idea. And again, I want to thank the people for the last 9 years who the flag, who thing. And when people say that, where we go, it do not have enough people to go out on the road. It do not have enough people to go out on the road. And it under in the street, it's under in the street. Nobody hit in the street. We jamming still, we partying still. Everybody in the corner, and they seek the corner, and everybody feeling good in the corner. Everybody trying to make amends in the corner. Nobody don't want to come in front. Nobody want to come in front, because there was a MP went on national. You think any of the UNC MPs could be so brave? Fitzgerald Hines went on CNC3, and he encouraged his supporters to block Rising Road. He encouraged his supporters to block Rising Road.
And it should be more people, and it should be more of them. He's sorry it's not more of them. It should be 100,000 of them. Yeah, that's the kind of talk he talk. And he's Minister of National Security today. You see, that's pathetic.
Andy, I can't tell you, Andy, when we were by the parliament, there was so much of people down there every Monday morning when we was leading the march. And I know we could do it again. I know the opposition could do it again, but the opposition must bring key activists involved, and they must listen. They have to listen. We are the fighters. We are the ground. We understand the ground. LENNOX SMITH understand the ground. Mikey K understand the ground. Carnage understand the ground. Anderson understand the ground. COP understand the ground. KFC understand the ground. PNM, I'm going to say Bradman understand the ground. So we understand the ground. Even Miss Santa Cruz understand the ground. They cannot win an election without key activists involved. We know all in the community, all who's UNC and all who's not UNC. We know them. So if we see that you're going down Basildon Street in a PNM house, and again in Basildon Street you're giving that PNM house hampers and a UNC house next to the house, and you bypass the house straight. That is something to get vexed about. Not because that house there, you want a house to say greatest Kamala, you're going to get a house hamper in Basildon Street, and the house next to who's singing this song for the last 9 years, who never changed the song. So we must be focused, and the focus has to be winning the election. And it's not Jillian John can do it alone, Kamala can do it alone, and Roberts can do it. It needs all hands on deck to win this election. The UNC need the ground report. The ground report need the UNC. Kingsley need the UNC. The UNC need Kingsley. The UNC need Anderson. Anderson need the UNC. COP need the UNC. And it's so how we have to think. We need each other. None of us is better than none of us. We have to unite. We must put if we didn't have a little courage before, they can't hold nobody. And Andy, I am telling you, there's people in the UNC. You see now, people who talking, they're talking from outside, you know. I talking from inside, you know. I am in the belly of the beast, you know. None of them never sit down with the opposition leader. Personally, you know, who talking, you know. They may know what went on or the arrangement or whatever, you know. They may know. Them just talking, you know. Them just talking, you know. Them don't have an idea, you know. I sit down and I advise politicians what to do in this country, you know. I work 3 years with Jacona.
30 seconds
close
again.
with Jacona. Yes. Huh?
30 seconds again, remember it, people calling.
Yes, I'm going now. That is record to show. I work 3 years close. I close with Jacona. I work 3 years close. 7 years with Manny McDonald close. I said, me, so I come on the area to talk, don't talk. Me talking because things you want to talk, you know. Because, all you. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get on, Tate. A pleasant good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report? And to those of you that are locked on live, whether it is on the Corridor Transformation platform or Workers' Right platform or on Real Media TT platform, you're going to get it. The numbers are called 225-6644, 225-6644 or 239-5120, 239-5120, or send us a WhatsApp voice note or make a WhatsApp call if you're $20 on 366-3053, 366-3053. Jenny, again, thanks. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, gentlemen. Calling from the Barrack.
Go ahead, the Barrack.
Gentlemen, yes, I'm saying, the truth, a lie would travel around the world before the truth even put on its shoes. And I'm saying this in relation to people calling and saying that how they hear the program off the radio and where to get it and all this kind of thing. Now, the other day it had some videos going around with the Froggy and the nurse woman with a kill up in Princestown and all this kind of thing. And within half an hour, everybody who had a phone in this country had the videos on their phone, watching it and complaining and talking and making statements and all kind of thing. Now that the ground report off the radio, people can't find it. You know, they don't know where to get it. Where they're calling in and asking all kind of. Country.
Hello.
We just always want somebody to do something for us.
Hello. Morning.
Coming and robbing your house,
Yay.
and all this kind of thing. We want other people to go and march. And
all right, we on social. Listen. We on social media right now. We on YouTube Corridor. You can check Corridor right now on YouTube or on Facebook right now. You can check, of course, Real Media TT as well. All right.
That's the only way you could move ahead.
No longer, we are no longer on 104.7. No longer, no. We are gone totally digital.
Trinidad and Tobago citizenry.
We have some issues that they surprise us with. The results of the Junior Sammy matter. That's what they told us. Yeah, so so I don't know what transpired. All kind of things could have happened. People could have gotten bought out and so on. But I don't want to go there yet. We will be looking at it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but go ahead. Go on YouTube now and you'll see us there. Corridor Transformation. Right. Corridor Transformation. CORRIDOR.
Boys and the rituals and all that kind of thing. All the businesses would have.
No, just go on it. You don't have to do. There's no app. Just go on it.
And give them it in US and all.
Just go on YouTube and key it in here, and that's it, and you'll get it. Right, live. Corridor Transformation live. Everybody calling this morning as usual, and they made their contribution, man. Bagpo making a contribution right now. All right, yeah. Yes. I bad does. And we still on the night, yeah. Yeah, no problem. Bye-bye.
Rowley might still come out and quarrel and behave like a mother dog with and all this kind of thing and grumble and all kind of thing. But you see the one that could be coming after he, the one who just say things and giggle and laugh, that's the a lot of really fear in this country. That is when only when them have to eat, drink coffee and put milk in it. That is the situation we're going to be. From now until the election, nobody is supposed to be on no media platform talking anything negative about UNC, who is fighting and who are like this one and who are like that. Push the positive vibes. Create a universe of positivity towards something that we want happen. We want change. We want UNC to come back in government. Make the universe be attracted to that. If you want to get horn and you're only talking about horn and who this and who that and all kind of things, you go get your horn. You go get breaks that you'll get because that's the environment you create. That's the universe you create to draw it to you. Same thing with a bandit. When a bandit go and only committing crime and things, and eventually he just get killed, and eventually he can get locked up because that's the universe that he creates. So from now on, when people come to talk, let me talk, yes, we need change. Yes, we have to put this lady back in government. Yes, they're the best option. I don't want to hear what else and, well, is six are the same and all kind of stupidness like that. The problem in the country is key problem. The solution is to remove him. The person we are to replace him with is the UNC Kamla Prasad Bisesa as the Prime Minister. Talk done. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Take care.
Thank you, Paul. Oh boy, next caller, morning caller. Where calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Andy for Grandy. Grandy for Andy. Sorry to come back in and my manners to tell Trinidad and Tobago and all the listeners good morning, because earlier on I didn't say good morning. I humbly apologize. So good morning to each and everyone who is locked on. And now we pass the word on to each our customers, as we will say, and our patriots. Okay, Andy, now we could get the Senator Anil Roberts to come in on the evening time and take a slot on this program. So we have in the morning, and then we have after Anil, we have the corridor transformation, and we will get others to come now and fill in after you finish this morning. So this is what I was talking about the other day. So now, the good work you are doing in Valencia. Uncle Lennox, this question is for you. The property tax, have people still getting their voucher to go and pay? I would like you to share some light for some of the listeners who are locked on the social media for them to know. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you very much. Oh boy. Oh boy, next caller, morning caller. Where calling from? What's your contribution?
Good morning, Andy, LENNOX and Mikey K. I'm calling concerning MTS. Our retirees don't have our money as yet. I sent a text for you when you was on radio. And we are very, very, very disturbed about this. Very disturbed. Because we have bills to pay, $3,000 cannot pay our bills. And since last year, we cannot get our money as yet. But all they tell you, everything for process is on the government to pay the money.
And that's MTS. And always owed, how long now they owing you all and then giving you all the money?
They tell people from since 2022.
And what were the voices of those people other than you? Because I know you are always calling me, letting me know, sending message, hey, think use one of the people let's talk out, hence reason you're on here now. What about those others who have been affected just like you?
Everybody, they're going by the ombudsman, and when they think that it's staying a little bit long time to rectify it.
Oh, so the Youth Avenue is the ombudsman. Why they don't organize and only unite and come out and stand up for it?
Well, like some people, PNM savvy, so they're not inclined, but I am not.
You are your money.
I need my cash.
Nice.
So Island Finance are owing them, and they on my back. And I told them that, but my husband died.
Wow.
Who could have given me assistance?
Well, all right. Thank you so much. And I hope the right set of voice ears hearing, and I hope the others get that belly and forget about, because the only day the PNM or the MPs or the politicians, they're getting their salary. They're living their life. All they need is your own. So there's hard to forget about political parties. When
my the prime minister said he don't want his money sleep on my own out too long.
Where's that? Let me hear that.
I said the prime minister said he don't want his money sleep on my own out too long.
Yeah, well, you know, this government is saturated and pregnant with hypocrisy. So he wants to keep other people's money out as long as he wants, but he wants his. You're quite right, and therefore that is a very poignant reference that you have made there, because he was.
Thanks, caller. By the time. Thanks, caller.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
He was referencing to the demand at that time by the public servants. So she's also a public servant, wanting their monies and how they are around his office, calling for it as if he have it in his pocket. And then of course, on the other hand, they made reference to that same position that he took, because when he was put out of Parliament after, of course, giving those fake information about the situation with those fake emails, and he was put out of Parliament. He said for that period that he was put out, he needed his money because he don't like it to sleep out. That is the hypocrisy in one man that we have, and it's so obvious and commonplace at this point in time that he should call election today. But go ahead, caller.
Pleasant good morning. Ann Brown here. Good morning, Andy.
Ann Brown, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Lennox.
Good morning to you as well.
I would like to pleasant good morning to my leader, Mrs. Kamala Prasad-Visesa, and my hard-working Senator Jillian John, and all who's listening on the World Wide Web this morning. My contribution this morning is to let everyone know today, Wednesday, 17 July 2024, the UNC pre-budget consultation kicks off. Address is Upper Malabar Community Center. Time is 7 p.m. And I would like everybody to come out and support us tonight, please. Have a pleasant day, gentlemen. Thank you.
All right, Ann Brown, thanks for the information. And if anybody within the area or close and could go up there and support that pre-budget presentation, let them know again where and what time it's starting.
Today, Wednesday, 17 July, Upper Malabar Community Center. Starts at 7 p.m. and we're looking forward to your support.
Nice.
And
oh boy.
If you don't have a call yet, Andy, I just want to reference. You have one? Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, good morning again to you and everybody. What we have to realize is that the number of callers, the number of listeners, which was quite a good bit, that was on the radio station, they don't have internet access. They're not on Facebook. And that is what we have to look right now. Quite a few bit of my friends, right there in a quandary. I say, well, all I would suggest you all do, just get internet access. Get internet access. If nobody asking in order to get involved in no confusion and bacchanal, you know, that's the first thing they just want to say, the internet is bacchanal, right?
Thank you very much, Miss Santa Cruz, for that one. Oh boy, and again, Trinidad and Tobago, where there is a will, there is a way. For now, we're going to build the social media, but it's not to say that LENNOX SMITH or Andy Williams or anybody from the team in looking for avenues in order to get the other masses back on track. We will. Where there's a way, there's a will. Yep. But for now, the only avenue we have at this point in time is social media. And no, we ain't forget the poor people that don't have internet, or don't have a smartphone, or don't have a smart TV, or would not be able to reach us. Where there is a will, there is a way. And God, remember I told you, eventually it will have a platform that these people will be able to get back in their comfort zone and listen to us. Remember that. Go ahead, Paula.
Morning, Andy, Lennox and Mikey. Listen,
Good morning.
we don't have a Saturday program, boy.
We will put that in place. Let me just join all the platforms first.
Yeah, we have to put a Saturday program in place. You can watch our fire burn the PNM, boy. It's them how the whole country in a mess. And all we could only hear is about Kamala. Only all.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, next caller. Real busy. Oh boy. Nice. Go ahead, callers. Call. Nice. All right, let me give all the numbers. All ringing, but not all ringing same time. Let me get the numbers. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. We'll give us a WhatsApp call or send a WhatsApp voice note, which I'm playing at 366-3053, 366-3053. If you're on the Corridor Transformation platform, the numbers you're seeing on the screen, call that, the 225. If you're on the Workers' Rights platform, you want to give a contribution, the numbers you're seeing on the screen, call that. Morning, caller. Madman, go ahead. You can get us on Real Media TT on Facebook. Real Media TT
we're not getting on the radio again.
No, you'll be getting us on social media. Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube. Or the Workers' Right platform or the Corridor Transformation platform.
Every day.
Every day, same time, same place.
I will stress those. Okay. All right.
All right, thank you so much. Oh boy.
You see, Andy, if we don't have a call, I just wanted to make a point. Kingsley brought it up very succinctly. Go ahead. Yes.
Andy, morning. This is Valencia here. I have my radio, radio. I have my phone hooked up to my speaker box, and I get in ground report live and direct, and I get in all the news and everything, everybody who calling and everything, loud and clear. Nice, man. This will be bigger and better. Right? So I have it on.
Round of applause. That's motivation. And people must be listening. Yes, indeed. And follow suit.
Good morning, fine and refined listeners of this program. This program is indeed a great program. And it has to be great. Because if a man could stand in the rain listening to this program, then this program got to be great. Anyway, what I'm calling to tell you is that I have retired from the department, from the drainage division in 2022. This is 2024. And not me alone, but there are thousands of people that is waiting on their money. Their arrears. We are old people, we are across 60. We need our money. How can we continue to live with national insurance and pension, which I haven't gotten as yet? But it is ridiculous with the cost of living so high, and to maintain an old car, it is difficult to move along. Really and truly difficult. What does government need people to do? Really? Tell me, are they asking people to riot? Are they asking people to destroy things in this place for the government to be heard, for the people's voices to be heard? It is wrong. People need their money. I don't want no 4%. I want the blasted money. It is over 9 years now. Come on, man. Rowley, get serious, boy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Almost 6 months of clamoring for compensation, Tobago fishermen feel they're still nowhere closer to getting relief. A meeting was held on Monday evening by the Tobago Oil Spill Relief Committee to address the concerns of compensation for fishermen affected by the February 7th oil spill. But not even halfway through the discussion, the fishermen walked off in anger and frustration.
If you said 10 kingfish a day,
and you've been doing that for years, you're not even getting 10, well, then you put in a claim for the loss of the 10. But it's when somebody comes and says, oh, I'm making 100 in a day, and they don't even have that available in the water, then those kind of claims get rejected fairly quickly. So legitimate losses are going to get through the system, even regardless of not having an exact receipt.
Meanwhile, as dengue surges in Penal's low-lying communities, residents are calling on the authorities to enforce stricter penalties to curb indiscriminate dumping. Despite high littering fines, residents complain that dumping in these areas continue unabated. They're now worried as dozens of people from the Rochard Road and Sibalak Trace areas have become infected.
I'm still not so well yet. Still trying to recover. Still have a week. That's about it. And they do no spraying. You see, prior to that, the neighbor got it before me. When I see they come and spray from out here, so at 500 feet now, both sides. I say, but something's strange, something has to be wrong. And 2 days after, I come and get it.
Meanwhile, the Chaguanas Borough Corporation has begun a 7-day mosquito eradication program in a bid to reduce the mosquito infestation in central Trinidad. Mayor Faik Mohammed says in 2017, Felicity, Charlieville and Pierre Road suffered from a severe mosquito infestation. Now, he says the situation is worse with a rise in dengue cases. Mohammed says the corporation is also looking at cleaning up abandoned lots with the assistance of public health evaluator.
Can't depend on the government no more, right? Crime is out of control, dengue is out of control. I don't know which one is out trumping which one at this point in time. And just like how we set up crime watch groups within our electoral districts, within our community, we are going to do this initiative to take back control as well.
Those are your 7 a.m. news headlines. Be sure to join us for
Oh boy, just mainstream headliners that we just bring to you there. Oh boy. So LENNOX SMITH, you go ahead.
Yes, indeed. I was making a point that we must not understate or water down suggestion that was started by Kingsley. Of course, something that I myself was contemplating, and that is to, of course, go out there, have a team of persons going out there. In fact, since yesterday, I were to go to Santa Cruz. Yes, ardent listener who, of course, is not internet or technologically savvy, and asked me to come to adjust her smartphone so that she could get the program. So that is something that we must look at. But I want to say too, because we are vision oriented and we are progressive in terms of our attitude and disposition and love for Trinidad, because of love for Trinidad and Tobago. And this is also an opportunity, quite apart from getting people much more digitized, so to see, or digital aware, as the government professed to be. But we would eventually, I'm sure, be in the forefront. But more significantly, we must have, as part of our mission, to get the government to, of course, provide internet service across the country. It will benefit the schools, and it will benefit every single citizen in this country, as they have professed to be. But of course, as per usual, we'll give lip service to these developments. But as we venture into this new dispensation, not to leave out those who are not familiar with the technology, or who may be intimidated indeed, or have some kind of phobia. We certainly, but major assistance clearly would be to all and sundry, and assist in the digitization in real terms. But of course, a new government under Kamala Persad-Bissessar, I know, will expeditiously look at that. So, but the important thing is that we must have a lobby component within the ground report, and of course the network that we have anticipated would be the kind of success that we anticipate. That we lobby for government to make certain that connectivity is universal across Trinidad and Tobago. All the open spaces, all of the public spaces, schools, recreational grounds, churches, etc., public and of course community spaces must be provided with connectivity. In other words, internet, so that people can benefit from the digitization professed by this government. But we have a duty and responsibility serendipity having regard to the new dispensation, whether advertently or inadvertently, whether by serendipity or by divine intervention. The fact of the matter is that we are here at the ground report, and therefore we have a duty and responsibility to tell the government that the ground report is here, and we insist on a national program for the connectivity agenda consistent with their professed, of course, digitization agenda. Yes, Andy.
Nice. So the lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. The lines are open. The number to call 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call or send a WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053, 366-3053. The lines are open. Go ahead, Lennox. I'm just doing some blasting here. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed. Well, of course, somebody took the wind out of my sail with respect to the Warner matter. I wanted to anxiously, of course, address that because the timeline seemed to be skewed and confusing, almost in a state of is another word for confusion, but you know I love to use synonyms and alternatives. So the word I would find would address my situation appropriately is that of discombobulation. Yes, indeed, because of course I just don't understand why it is a man who has been investigated by the police, charged by the police, could have simply handed his license to the authorities, and that should have settled the matter there.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning.
Yeah, Andy, morning. Felix here, boy. I get a thing and I turn on to people to Facebook and again it.
Nice, and that's what we have to do. Each one have to show one help
what to
people
do, yes.
to get on to the various platforms.
Yeah.
All right, Felix, thanks so much, man. And let us keep it up. Let everybody know where we are. All right, man. Oh boy.
Yes, and as a follow-up, let me just deviate a bit because this is so important and exciting. It's futuristic that those who do not have access at this point in time, I am sure that with proper motivation, etc., and with us lobbying for, of course, making connectivity universal wherever you go, you can of course turn on your cell phone or your device and get information. Once we can do that, certainly I think they too will have to follow suit. After all, necessity is the mother of invention. If the ground report is sufficiently important, one would have expected that adaptability and adjustments will be made. Getting back to the Warner matter, well, of course, I'm saying that I was confused with the timeline. If it is that you got provisional license, temporary just after you got the charge, etc., then I don't understand how the matter of suing the state comes in and accusing the police of attempting to affect negatively his business. Yes, go ahead.
I believe it's unless the license is backdated, meaning you could always say you had it in, but it was there. You didn't have it in hand.
But the article didn't say that. The article said that he got it sometime this month, post, of course, all of those events, whether his son or he himself. Just recently, it might be a matter of days. Frankly, couldn't be more than a week or so. That's my understanding. As I said, I could be wrong. Yeah.
That's a different ball game. So now we're confused. If it's so, you already got caught earlier illegally mining.
Yeah, so that's sustained. The license is not retroactive or will prevent you retroactively from getting prosecuted. Good morning. Sorry about that.
Morning. Andy, madman call out the number fast where I couldn't recollect it. But if you have a license to operate quarry or whatever, why you have to get a temporary? Could anybody answer that question?
Why what? I didn't hear that last part, Andy.
With a license, you don't want a temporary?
Oh, I see.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, temporary would mean that they have to consider it, and that gives them an opportunity to resume operations. I think that was that. But post all of those activities, inclusive of the police investigation and the subsequent charges that were laid.
But he's supposed to have a license. Did he produce? Did the police?
Yeah, the permanent secretary. In fact, the permanent secretary made the authorization by adding his or her signature to the matter. And of course, it's the Ministry of Energy that is responsible for that. Stuart Young is the minister. So one understand the nexus. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand what transpired there.
Anybody aligned itself with this PNM, they could do anything and get through with it. Because same thing with Foster Cummings, he and all suing the government. He did wrong, but he's suing the government for he doing his wrong. And there's a lot of other people that get things on the hand and nobody questioning it. Nobody. So this is PNM country, and once PNM do it, it is okay. So nobody can challenge them on that, because the Prime Minister is a underhand Prime Minister. So if all you could call back Madman number for me, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, but I think that whole exercise is blank. Why consider it blank propaganda? I don't think that he expects to really have that go anywhere, except for where it has to go. That is to say, to of course, the matter is sub judice, so let me not make any conclusions anyway, except of course to say and to regurgitate what is in the public domain. But of course, my common sense will tell me that there's no way that is propaganda to give the impression that you are innocent, when in fact all the issues relating to the matter that caused the police to act in the way that they did would have been previous to the acquisition or the issuance of the temporary license. Maybe the application might have been in, but they didn't get it at the time when the police made their investigations, and so probably they were waiting on some kind of a formal authority to do the activities that they were engaged in. So the police would have been correct. Whether that is mitigating in a court of law is another story, when it would have been brought before the courts and the judge and or magistrate, depending on the circumstance. Yeah.
Lennox,
Yeah.
I like how you do the flyer here. You just have to change a number that is wrong there.
Yeah, good.
I
Let me
love it. I love for it. Very good, very good.
Mm.
One of the numbers that you have to put in one of the you had to put in the 3 numbers, which is the WhatsApp number.
Yeah, I didn't have the
Right.
WhatsApp one. Yeah.
Right, which is my number, 3663053.
Okay, good.
And you had to change the 2290251. Remember, we do have that number again. The new
All
number
right.
2256644.
We'll get it for tomorrow. Yeah, definite. I'll put in all 3. Yes.
But it's looking real nice. It's
Oh
looking
yes,
real nice.
yes, indeed. Everybody calling in on this side and saying, "Well, magnificent." We have people who are capable, multitasking.
And as you mentioned that, and as I've seen it, and don't forget later on this afternoon, all you will look out for Mikey K on the Observers on Dial the Channel. I think that's from 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And LENNOX Smith with Corridor Transformation be up tonight.
Yes, I am up tonight. I am determined to be up. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much embarrassment I am subjected to. I am determined to have a program. And Mr. Rima called this morning and she was expressing some sentiment. She said, "Boy, I was loaded. I had some scores to bust. I had some things to say. And I was ready last night. But of course, as fate will have it, we weren't able to have the program as we started, but we couldn't finish. But certainly, I am determined. We have technical people. We are going to upload. We're going to download. We are going to adjust. We are going to adapt, and eventually we will get there. This is how we are going through this teething stage of this new dispensation of the ground report. And of course, as we said, the longest journey begins with a single step, and you move from strength to strength, just as a human being. You become a child. You're born a child, then of course you become a toddler, and then of course you become a teenager, and then of course adolescent, and then adult, and you are mature, not to perfection, but you strive for such. So that is what this is all about. So we have been there, in other words, and this is another task, another journey, another dispensation. And as I said, with other implications, such as forcing the government to digitize the entire country and put our money where it is natural to be. Because let's face it, this is a different world. It's a world where communication technology is such that we have no choice as a nation, as individuals, to adapt and adjust. And as I said, there are those who, some may call them dinosaurs, some may call them obsolete, some may call them Neanderthals, and so on. No. Human beings, and they will respond at their own pace. And there are some who may not be able to respond at all, and therefore we have to cater for all of them, simply because we are a democracy and every single citizen is important, as we have recognized on the ground report over the years. That is why we are so well supported, and that is why we have so much visionary, not just persons, but of course missions and initiatives that not even the government is able to respond to where we lead. Because where we lead, angels fear, and they too seem to be always in a shortfall, or have a shortage of responding appropriately, because we have been always ahead of them. This wasn't supposed to be, not so, Andy? You agree? They didn't believe we could respond in just in a couple hours time after we got the unfortunate news. Just in a matter of hours, we were able to, of course, host a program on Sunday, another on Monday. Today, of course, is now the third day of this new dispensation, and already we are making waves as if that should I say intervention did not occur. That disruptive intervention did not occur. So we know, and as I said, yes, I too. Everybody loves the poster that is up. Yes, go ahead, my friend.
Morning, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Have a nice day, all you. Good morning.
Yes, people are happy, Andy. It's nice to know that people are.
Oh boy.
You have something there? Yeah. Well, but yeah, no problem. I didn't get a chance to.
Blasting. I still just blasting.
Yeah, blasting. Well, go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah, because we.
Yeah,
this is a job.
It's not that we.
This is a job in motion. You know, we.
Voice. No,
yeah.
I see two voices.
Good morning, Government. All women. I watching a program last night. This clogging book. All he concerned is property tax. We want the property tax. This man gone mad.
That's all he concerned about. Property tax. They want the property tax. Oh boy. Any more voice notes? Let me see.
Andy, LENNOX SMITH, Andy. The guy who shot Donald Trump is a Republican. That's why you don't hear too much about it. He's a Republican. They all keep him after the Republican guy. By the way, no bullet in Donald Trump in the world. He's a piece of broken glasses. Probably since just 5 years that he got cut. But he's a Republican. So I don't know what he's talking about. And that's the role he
He said, "What you people do things and I'm blaming the other people. The same thing with all companies do. Tell other people to do things and I'm blaming them. Talk to them. Every time I listen to that idiot, the kids or that fool, he turned me off for listening to your radio station. The guy needs to get a life.
Yeah, Andy morning. This is Ronald Prasad. Let everyone know on YouTube. We're back on YouTube Live. I am getting it on my phone. So all YouTubers, let them know that they could revert back to YouTube now. Okay? Thank you.
Nice. Oh boy, let me get what we want to do? Tobago until tomorrow morning, please God.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock already? I didn't realize it. Oh, okay, my friend. Yeah. I didn't realize it. I was having so much fun.
It's a matter of fact, it's 7 minutes past.
Yeah, I realized that. I just took a look at the clock. I say minutes after 8. But go ahead. I have an urgent appointment.
Also, if we was in the next place, we'd have done been off already. Because Mr. X would have been in the building.
We would have been beaconed, and we would have been commanded, and we would have been instructed, and of course the plug would have been pulled. But now, of course, we have the flexibility and the versatility. Go ahead, my friend. See you tonight, people, on the corridor transformation. And of course, I understand Mikey is on tonight as well from 7 o'clock. And of course, let's see if we're going to have a better program on the corridor transformation tonight. And we'll continue, of course, to do what we have to do tomorrow morning and bring some more information to you. Remember, of course, keep in mind that the country you save will be your own, and that all of us have a duty and responsibility to put our shoulders to the wheel for a better Trinidad and Tobago. After all, we must live better, we need to be better, and we know what are the elements that could make that happen. Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the UNC clearly have demonstrated in the past, and we expect the same, having regard to their own position that they want to continue to assist Trinidad and Tobago and its development. Andy.
Nice. So Tobago, and those of you that look on to us on Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube will be back up on by Friday on the Workers' Rights platform and on the Corridor Transformation, and we will have a lot of other platforms that will be joining us very soon. Until tomorrow morning, please God, 6 a.m. in the morning. We look forward to seeing you all. Roma, Miss Ghani, good morning. Regent Jamaraj, Jerome Moses, Batson, all of you, Sharon, Michael, Nicky Nick, Primraj, all of you that grant us the opportunity and stay in full with us. Neil, good morning, all of you that are locked on. Rupnarain, oh boy, Richardson, all of you, Rosalind, Antoinette, that's Drake's, Gloria, all of you that are locked on this morning, the hundreds of you that are locked on with us this morning. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, we look for Pamela. We look forward to each and every one of you. John, Alicia, oh boy, Dexter, my Dexter's son there, Bix, Louis, yes, all of you that are on. Just giving you all a hail, so don't forget, I'm thanking you. Hashid.
Trinidad is my land. black can't understand why some people must talk it bad. But I know all of them will run the mouth. Don't know where they're talking about. They will paint your black every day, and the right things they will never say. Like our sportsmen, being rated among the best. Our scholars have sit and passed every test, and put us right alongside the rest. But then our pitch day is the greatest one of its kind. Our sugar and oil is really refined. So you see, friends, this is a reality, so no one's mind. They just talk some nonsense. Me and you where they do it for. About so much violence, man, you swear that we fighting war. But we have the delinquency case. But just like any other place, look things that I say about here. It's really too much for me to bear. Because my people are daily making progress without any form of stupidness. And in this way we must gain success. For when we move in, we all move as one body. No bickering between you and me. Our policy stands for racial equality. Now when Australia spending a little time in this lovely isle,